Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am so excited. I received the Beauty Bay Dark Fantasy palette in the mail yesterday, but I couldn't film with it because I was busy filming my disappointment of a BoxyCharm box. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link it up in the corner for you. But today we are playing with the Dark Fantasy and I'm so excited. I think I'm going to do 3 looks with this palette today. As always, I will post close-ups and I will post up swatches, and I want to talk about the names because this is yet another Halloween themed palette this season and I'm so excited. So from top to bottom we have Atmosphere, Hoax, Transmission, Plasma, Virtual Reality, Encrypted, Slime, Machine, Spaced, Nightmare, Grunge, Hack, Algorithm, Distortion, Dark Matter, Grime, Source, Code, and Hardcore. I loved all the Beauty Bay palettes I have tried. I did try the Wilderness palette in a video, and I also tried the Love Notes palette, and I'm so happy to have a spooky version of those two. So I love Beauty Bay's formula. I think they really nail it every single time, and I'm hoping that this one is no different. So if you want to see 3 looks with the Dark Fantasy palette and was it worth the money, then just keep on watching. Alright, my eyes are primed and ready to get into the Dark Fantasy palette from Beauty Bay. I am so excited about this. I love all of Beauty Bay's eyeshadows. Their formula is one of the most incredible formulas ever. You have 20 shades and the palette was $18, so that's really good price there. So I think for the first look, I'm gonna go into the shade Slime right here. This shade is calling my attention. So what happened with shipping is I ordered the palette and I ordered it with, of course, expedited shipping because Beauty Bay is a UK brand. So I did order this palette with expedited shipping and it said that it would get here rather quickly after processing. My palette processed on the 27th of September, so I was like, okay, so I should get it around the 1st of October, 2nd of October. First came around, no palette, no update on the shipping, and I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I'll just keep on waiting even though I did pay expedited shipping. Then the 5th comes around and I'm like, okay, still nothing. I have no updates. I don't know when this is coming. I actually did email Beauty Bay customer service on the 4th. I messaged them and I was just like, hey, I figured because I paid extra for shipping that this would come a little faster. Is there any way you can refund my money for the expedited shipping at least? It's the least you can do, at least in my opinion. And then the automated response back literally let me know that they're switching warehouses or something, and I'm like, well, if you're switching warehouses, then why would you offer expedited shipping if you knew that you wouldn't be able to get these out in time? Why offer expedited shipping? It was already really late and I was like, okay, well, I don't know when I'm gonna get it now, but lo and behold, I did receive this on Friday, which was the 7th, and I couldn't film with it because I had already a pending video to do that day, which is annoying because I don't have like a filming schedule. I don't work like that because I have a regular job and usually things come up. I don't really know when I'm able to film these videos for you, so I just do them when I can. And then my BoxyCharm was so bad, like so bad to the point where my mood was physically suffering from that. I pay for that box, like I don't get that for free. I am taking a fluffy brush and I am dipping it into the shade Plasma here. So I still have not received a response from Beauty Bay. I'm assuming this didn't only happen to me and that this happened to other people. So I am hoping to hear from them soon and get this issue kind of resolved because it was kind of just like a lack of communication on their part. So I'm hoping that they will, you know, be kind enough and at least refund me the $10 ship. I mean, I'm not dissing points off of the palette because they didn't ship it in time, but when you're doing this and you're not an influencer, like a big time influencer, you have to wait on launches to get to you in order to review them. But if they're not getting to you, how are you supposed to review them? I'm going to take this dark green shade. It's called Spaced here, and I'm going to use this to sort of deepen up this look. The shadows are super pigmented and blending out beautifully. So far I have no complaints with that aspect of this. This dark green shade, I don't know why, but if you can see this right here, I have no idea why that's happening. It just looks a little odd right there in that section. I feel like padding definitely will help these shadows to not look a little odd in sections, but yeah, it looks really nice. Taking the shade Plasma again just to sort of blend the shades out. It's like a minty green kind of color. It's very pretty and unique. I haven't really seen a color like this with greens in a palette, and I think it really does make it look cool. I'm obsessed with all the spooky palettes we've been seeing lately. It really makes me happy. I'm gonna use a compostable wipe here. These are the wipes I use. They're just from Simple. They're the compostable makeup wipes. I get these from Five Below. Sometimes they don't have them though, but when I do see them, I'm like stocking up on like 2 packs because like I don't want to take from the rest of the people that want these, but also like they're so good. I feel like you guys should know. If you're new here, you probably don't, but if you've watched more than just one of my videos, you know that I love taking the NYX glitter primer for my shimmers because it just really makes them pop. Also, the glitter fallout sometimes gets in my contacts and I don't want that to happen today. I really like the array of colors you get in this palette too. Like, I feel like you can make a lot of really fun, cool looks with it. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna take the shade over here called Machine. It's just like this shimmery green. Pretty basic look here, but I'm sure it's still gonna be absolutely beautiful. That is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Beauty Bay shimmers just hit different, man. I don't know how they do this for $18, but it's like just incredible. Look at that. Wow. If I'm not mistaken, Beauty Bay was having a sale. I don't know if that sale is still going on, but I recommend waiting for a sale because usually you can get these palettes a lot cheaper. I'm gonna bring the shade Machine in more with my finger because I want most of my eyelid to have this shade, but in the inner corner I really want to take the shade Code. Thank God I laid that glitter primer because my hand is just filled with glitter now. Taking the shade Code. I wish I had tiny fingers, but I really don't. I don't know how I'm gonna like get this done, but it needs to get done. Put the shade Code in there, and then I'm just taking my finger and sort of just kind of meshing the whitish silver with the green to get like a really cool look. And I'm just gonna like take my blending brush and just mesh all of that together because I feel like that's gonna look really awesome. I'm a really big fan of that. That looks really cool. I'm going to pop my lash on and then we can get started on look number 2. This is look number 1 with my lash. I know that these lashes look a little wonky and it's because I was trying to fix the shadow being on them. There was like some gold shadow on it and I was trying to cover that up with some black shadow, but it didn't really work that well, so now it just looks a little weird. I really like this look. I think it really looks kind of spooky, Halloweeny without being too much. I'm gonna start on look number 2 and I don't really know where I want to take it, but yeah, I really enjoy it. So let's start on look number 2. For look number 2, I really want to play with the purple and maybe this shade right here. Purples are usually hard to formulate, so I'm excited to see how Beauty Bay did it. And I'm gonna start by putting this right on the outer corner of my eye, almost halfway, and just working in patting motion. It's super pigmented. So how are you guys doing? Let me know. How's your weekend going? Did you have any plans? Did you follow up those plans? Sometimes I make plans and I don't follow up on them, but let me know. I'm always interested in knowing how my fellow friends are doing. My plans is to get this video up for you and like order some Italian food from a place that we enjoy, get it delivered to us. I have like a $25 credit because we order so much from it. It's so delicious. If you live in Miami, the restaurant is called Two Brothers something, but like you search up Two Brothers and it'll come up. It's so good. I ordered the spaghetti and meatballs and my boyfriend really enjoys their pizza. He always gets their pizza and he says that it's the best pizza ever. And like I used to enjoy my spaghetti from a restaurant called Nuncio's, which has since closed down. It was like a family business and like the owner was just really old and he was tired, and like he said that he rather close it down than to sell it to someone who's just gonna ruin the entire thing, and I totally get that. So as sad as I was to see it go, I'm kind of happy that it didn't go to shit either, you know? But that was my favorite spaghetti and meatballs. I would order from there every weekend just to have their spaghetti and meatballs because they were so delicious. And I have yet to find something similar, but Two Brothers makes really delicious spaghetti and meatballs that I really thoroughly enjoy. So much so that I'm scared to order anything else. Which is a bad habit of mine, but I really should try other things, you know? And I'm scared to branch out and try new things. Even though I do that all the time with makeup, always try new things. But, you know, with food, it's different for me. Because, like, I don't have the time to cook all the time. Like, I don't have that time. I used to be able to before I even started YouTube, or before I was even consistent with my YouTube, because I've had my YouTube channel for like a year and some change and I haven't been consistently uploading that entire time. And like I want to do everything, but I can't do everything. Like I have to get that in my head. I feel bad about myself because I don't have time to cook like other people do, and then I'm spending all this money on like food. I don't know. I like it like that. I like not cooking because that gives me more time to do this for you and like to get videos done for you, and like I find a good sense of satisfaction when I get shit done like that, you know? So like there's still some sparkly shit on my brush, but it's fine because it's working out. I'm not trying to wing this side out as much as I winged this side out, but these colors together are beautiful and I just can't wait to relax later, have my wine, you know? My wine time is on the weekends. I don't drink during the week because like I feel like I work and like sometimes I get home from work and then I work more, so like adding wine to that mix just wouldn't mix well with everything else that I'm doing. So like I find just drinking on the weekends better for me. I get distracted really easily, so like I feel like that's just not gonna be good for me. So I have this purple shade all over. I'm trying to blend it out as best as I possibly could, and it's coming out very nice, but I do feel like you have to take your time with this color. Like it's not something that you can just slap on and it'll just work out. You really have to work hard to blend it. So I'm gonna blend it out more using the white. The white in this palette is called Atmosphere. I'm just taking like a little tiny bit and just kind of using that to like lighten up the edges of this purple and kind of blend it out more than I have already. I'm especially blending it in here because I'm gonna leave this rather blank on the inner portion, but I'm kind of dragging whatever pigment mixed with the white in there just so I have something. I really have been staring at this sparkly black shade the entire time, so I'm going to take it with my brush here. It's called Virtual, and I'm just gonna pat this on the outer edge, giving it more of like a spooky vibe. It's very pigmented and it's very pretty. I'm gonna try to take off any more pigment on that brush and kind of just blend this in with that purple. Now I'm going to take the NYX glitter primer, as I do with all of these looks. I feel like it's rather important for this palette especially. Even though I've used Beauty Bay palettes in the past without this, I don't think it's completely necessary. I'm doing it as just like a safety issue with my contacts because I've bitch. I am broke and I can't afford to buy new contacts. So yeah, we're just patting this absolutely everywhere on my lid. Now I'm gonna take a brush, and this might be hard, but I want to take this light shade called Hack. It's like a light pink shade, champagne rosé pink kind of color. And I'm gonna take that on my brush, and I'm gonna start packing that in the inner portion because I just want something lighter there before I go in with that deep grungy purple shimmer called Nightmare in the palette. I think it's such a spooky name for such a spooky shade. Now I'm going into the shade Nightmare, which is this one. I've been waiting for this. It's very soft, and usually they're like really sparkly, but this one is just like metallic. Oh god, that's so pretty. Usually I like more of a sparkle to my shimmers, but I don't mind this at all. It is such a beautiful shade. And going back in with that shade called Hack and kind of just throwing it over top of that purple just so I can blend them together more and just make it look cohesive, because right now it looks a little weird. Taking the blending brush that I used earlier and just going over everything. I'm gonna try to blend it with my finger better. I think the finger definitely worked better, but it's so hard because like of my nails, and like I don't want to cut them, but it's making my life hard. So should I cut them? Alright, I am going to pop a lash on this eye now, and then I will see which one I'm taking off. Alrighty, and this is look number 2. I really love this look, but it's probably the one I'm gonna take off because I've been doing a lot of purple looks recently, and I love purple. Obviously it's my favorite color, but I need to do something different. I really like the green, especially because I got some new plants. I got some new babies. This one is a Marble Queen pothos. So pothos are like my favorite plants. They're easy and they're cute. And I also got this golden pothos while searching all over Miami for a fucking wooden mop. Like the most basic mop you can find. That's what I was looking for all over Miami, and I couldn't find it. So I ended up at Home Depot, and that's where I got the plants and the mop. So random, I know, but I'm gonna take this look off considering this look is quite different for me than purple. I'll be right back. For the next look, I want to go way out of my comfort zone. I want to take the black, and this is called Virtual. I took this with the purple look, but now I am solely taking this shade, and I'm gonna pack this on the outer corner of the eye, and I'm gonna do like a halo eye with this, so I'm also gonna pack this on the inner corner, but I'm gonna start with the outer corner, just packing it slightly. I'm so scared. I don't usually play with black, like straight up black. I usually add it to a look for like some dimension to make it look better, but playing with only black, no, I never do that. But we're gonna do that today, and we're gonna like it. We're gonna like it. It's fine because it's gonna come out great, I say, as I am looking at this, rethinking everything. Now, instead of taking that big fluffy brush, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. crease brush. It's just like a small little blending brush, and I'm gonna use this to sort of blend that out, kind of dipping into that white of the palette as well to kind of create like a gray. That's what I wanted, and I feel like they didn't add a gray in here because they gave you white and they're like, make your own gray, you know? So that's what I'm gonna do. So far so good, I would say. Doesn't look as horrible as I was picturing in my head. I really like this black with the shimmer on there. I think it really adds something really nice to this black here instead of just making it a plain black, although you do have that option with dark matter. I'm glad that they didn't only give you just a plain matte black, and they gave you this shade too. I'm gonna try to wipe off some of that black shadow. It's very pigmented, but I'm still trying to wipe it off so that I can sort of blend this black out. I have a vision that I want to hopefully complete. How's that looking? I think it looks pretty good. Not too crazy yet. And again, dipping into the white of this palette to try and just blend those edges. This looks rough already. and I'm hoping that it comes together because right now I look crazy. I think that looks pretty good, honestly. Surprised I could get it to this, you know. And now I'm just gonna deepen up the black where I want it to be darker. Now I'm gonna take my NYX glitter primer. Hopefully this can make this look better, but I was trying to go for like Halloween, dark fantasy, you know. I'm hoping that this comes together in the end. I'm gonna take my glitter primer and just really pack that right in the center, bringing it up all the way to where that black is empty on the crease. I'm taking this blue right here. It's called Source. I really like the shade names in here. It's like a blue purple almost. And this is going all over the lid. And I'm just blending the blue. I kind of want to fix this inner portion because it looks really it looks really stark, and I just kind of want to make it look a little less stark. So I'm going to take another one of those e.l.f. like creasy brushes, take a little bit of concealer, and kind of just see if I can fix this area. I think that worked really well actually. I'm just gonna take a wipe and like wipe off the rest of that. My last step would be to take this shade called Code, which is that like silvery white shade, and just take like a tiny tap and sort of just tap that right in the center of the blue, kind of just to make it look more bright and awake. I really like that. It actually looks really cool. It looks like a wizard look, you know, like a wizardy look. I do feel like it's kind of hard to blend out the edges of this, but it's because I used the black, you know. If I would have used like another shade, it wouldn't have been so difficult. I do feel like the shimmer in the black doesn't really stay on very well. I don't know why I expected it to stay on well, but you can like kind of see it. Well, yeah, I feel like this is look number 3. I kind of tried to go out of my comfort zone. I don't really know how I feel yet. Maybe with like the lash on and all of that, I will like it more, but right now it looks kind of weird to me. I don't know. I'm gonna throw my lash on and then I will see how I feel about this look. I have completed both looks, and I mean, this look is a vibe, but also this look is a vibe as well, and I feel like the lip complements it, the blush complements both looks as well. And I feel like, yeah, they're different, but my makeup looks so much better today than it did in my BoxyCharm video. I'm having quite a bit of fun today and I'm loving it. I love both of these looks. I look like a totally different bitch on both sides. This one's like, hi, I'm bright, I'm happy, and this one's like death. You know, this one's like darkness. What, the thing that Batman does, what does he do? I forget, but yeah, that's this vibe and I love it. So what did I think of the dark fantasy palette from Beauty Bay? Guys, Beauty Bay's formula is unmatched, and I love this just dark fantasy packaging that they threw on here, and that slime B for Beauty Bay. I love the packaging of this. I love that they always put the names of their palettes on the side here, so when you stack it you can see it. I love like the back is like Matrix vibes. I love it. That's what I thought of when looking at this palette. It's giving Matrix, you know. I loved all 3 looks I created, and I had so much fun blending and having a good time. This green shimmer on my lid is so freaking beautiful and sparkly. I don't think the camera does it justice. I hope in the swatches you'll be able to see it better, but I love Beauty Bay's formula. All of these 20 pan palettes that they create for the different seasons are lovely, and then they go on sale, making them even cheaper. I had truly a ton of fun playing with this, and like I thought this look wasn't gonna look good, but like looking at it now, I love it, and it's so pretty. I love the blue and the shimmery like silver mixed together. I think it's so pretty. I like that I used the silver in both looks, but in different ways, so you can see just the versatility that this palette has. I feel like you can do so much with this palette, and this white really helped me to blend out this dark purple shade and the black. It's the perfect Halloween palette, and if you're gonna do like a crazy Halloweeny look, I feel like this is such a good thing to have in your collection considering the price. I did have an issue with shipping, but I'm not gonna knock the palette down for that. That was Beauty Bay. But This is just incredible. I didn't play with all of the shades today. I'm hoping I get to play with them more throughout the month of October. Was this worth the price? I'm gonna go with yes. This was very much worth that price. It's $18. You're not breaking your bank for it. And the formula is just incredible, really. That's today's video. That's me playing with the Beauty Bay Dark Fantasy palette. Let me know what your favorite look was in the comments, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more palette reviews from me. I love the spooky palettes this season, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. I'm gonna try to like clean this up with my finger, which didn't really help. Now I have green smudge. It's just a glittery mess. Alright, so oh fuck. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dog? I look like a Dalmatian. I look like a Dalmatian. God damn it. Why did I fucking have to take black? Like, why couldn't I just pick one of the many other colors in here? Look at that. Does that look good? I don't think it does. Fuck. Maybe I can just take my sponge and kind of clean that out a little, because it's looking rough. Rough. And it's dark out. I am aware, but I want to finish.